Hi everyone, it's Ben. It's Tuesday and just about turning 7 o'clock in the evening, and I just wanted to give you guys an update. Obviously, we sent out a live stream last night updating you with what was wrong with me, and now we're going to talk to you about what the plan is going forward. So, there's been quite a lot of work going on behind the scenes. The 401 team have been working really, really hard over the past couple of days to kind of pull all of this together in the most professional way that we can, and be quite consistent in the way that we push out this message, because we don't want anybody kind of coming back to us and you know, picking to pieces what it is that we're trying to achieve. So the first thing I want to say really is what our objectives have always been in the 401 challenge. Now, we've had 5 objectives in the 401 challenge, and all 5 of those objectives remain the same apart from the 5th one, which we've had to change slightly. So the objectives are that we wanted to raise £250,000 for 2 anti-bullying charities, which were Stonewall and Kidscape. We wanted to raise awareness of the harmful effects of bullying, and also get as many people involved as possible. We wanted to inspire people to take on their own personal challenges. Those 4 objectives, I think we've delivered and will continue to deliver. The 5th one, which was to run 401 marathons in 401 consecutive days, obviously that's going to have to change. So what we've changed that to is to run 10,506.2 miles, which is the equivalent to 401 marathons in 401 days. So it's still the same distance, it's just I won't be running a marathon a day for 401 days. So the way that we're going to do that is based on the number of days that I've been out, or will be out, if I get to go back on the road on Tuesday next week. That will be 10 days. So that equates to 262 miles that I will have missed. Oh, it looks like we might have a bit of an issue with audio. I'll just turn my volume up, sorry, 2 seconds. Hopefully you guys can all hear this. So yeah, I'll have missed 10 days of running, which equates to 262 miles. So in order to make this up, what I will do, once I get back running, is I will be running additional mileage each day. So some days I'll be doing more mileage, other days I'll be doing a bit less, and other days I might not do any additional mileage, but it will always be a minimum of 26.2 miles. So what that means is we have 107 remaining running days. So for 106 of those days, because we're not taking into account the final marathon, which will still remain a 26.2 mile route, so for 106 of those 107 running days, I will run additional mileage. It works out roughly an extra 2.5 miles a day. Now, obviously, as I said, some days I'll feel good, and obviously I have to watch my health and I have to watch my back. So some days I might do a bit more, other days I might do a bit less. But all in all, our plan is to catch up by the final marathon. So at the end of the actual project, I will have run 10,506.2 miles, which is the equivalent distance to 401 marathons in 401 days. If or when I achieve this, if you look at it, I will have run 401 marathons in 391 days. Obviously because of having taken 10 days out running. But that's our plan. We've been in contact with running clubs today, i.e. the ones which I've missed out on, and they've all come back and are very supportive. And also I know my dad and the team are also going out and contacting running clubs that are coming up. But the plan is to get back on the road for Tuesday the 21st, which will be the Inverness Day, and then I'll be working my way up to John O'Groats. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. But I've got some up-to-date figures because I know some of you really like figures. I love figures. So I think the objectives that we've had so far have been really successful, and the figures actually speak for themselves. We've actually had to date 6,117 people that have actually come out and physically run with me. You know, this doesn't include park runs, this doesn't include official marathons. These are specific people that have actually come out and run with me, which is just incredible. What another thing that's amazing is that we've actually had 255 people that have actually run their first ever marathon with the project, which is quite overwhelming to think, and I'm really, really pleased that, you know, people have had the opportunity to do that. We've also had 603 people run further than they've ever run before. You know, these are people, including the marathoners, the first-time marathoners, that never thought that they'd be able to do this. But being involved in the 401 Challenge and taking part and having a great time, you know, they've been able to go out and do that, which is absolutely amazing. The other thing that obviously you know that I'm very passionate about is the school visits that we do. We've actually visited 78 schools throughout this project as well, and we've spread the message around the issues of bullying, and that's always been taken positively by the schools that we've visited and will continue to visit. Almost lost connection there. One thing that blows my mind is the engagement that we have on social media. We now have over 31,000 people that follow the 401 project on Facebook, over 6,000 people on Twitter, and we're engaging with over 250,000 people on a weekly basis. You know, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support and all the love and all the great comments that you guys keep on giving. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Therapy's going really well. I'm feeling better every single day. I will continue to feel better every single day, but I'm not going to rush this. You know, you've all said that it's important that my health is number one, and I completely and utterly agree with you. So this is what the plan is. We will stick to this plan, even if I end up having to go back a little bit later. We will make the miles up, but not at the detriment of my health. So on Wednesday the 5th of October, when I cross that line at the end of my 401st marathon, I will have run 10,506.2 miles, and we will have achieved our 5th objective, along with the other 4 amazing objectives that we have in place. So yeah, if you guys have got any questions or anything like that, you know, you can email us at the401challenge@gmail.com, or just drop us a message on the 401 page. Anyway, see you later. Bye.